Hey everybody, it's Tipsy Tuesday. Who's ready for Tipsy Tuesday? What's it called when you do the chicky? Look how pretty!
A fun weekly show where we grab our favorite drink. Salud!
Diana!
I see, it's nice.
We take our bras off.
Somebody just wrote chicken.
And we laugh at people from around the world.
Yeah, I want some cheese and crackers. Of course I do.
Sometimes we even have guests.
So put your jammies on.
It's time for Tipsy Tuesday.
You might want to do.
on your
Good
lap.
evening, everybody. How are you? We have two special guests tonight, and she is so excited to be here.
I'm so excited.
Can't you tell by her face and how she's trying to scoot away? Yeah, you didn't miss it,
Oh.
Siobhan. All right, so good evening, everybody. It's 6:00 here in Santa Cruz, and we're bebopping over here. We have our open mic, which Lara is so excited about.
No, I'm doing this instead.
Against her free will, she's doing this. So these guests that we have on tonight are fantastic. New York Times best-selling authors. So please introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Lara Love Harden. I'm the author of The Many Lives of Mama Love.
And what is that about, Lara?
It's a memoir of lying, stealing, writing, and healing.
That's good. Did you come up with
No,
that?
my editor did.
Okay.
And I was like, thank God now I can tell people what my book's about. Because normally I just go, I went to
So,
jail.
for those people that might be interested in reading your New York Times best-selling book, give us some highlights. What is this memoir?
It is the story of my journey from a soccer mom in the suburbs to pleading guilty to 32 felonies, to going to jail for a year, to having to rebuild my life, and walk through a whole lot of shame. It doesn't sound very funny. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
My trauma is hilarious.
Tanny said, I love the tagline.
Thank you.
Katie said, I'm an author, and the title is The Hardest.
Yeah, it actually was sold on book proposal with a different title.
What was the title?
The Neighbor from Hell and Other People I've Been. And the CEO of Simon & Schuster changed my title. He said, nobody wants to hang out with, like, he was like, you too.
We do. We
Yeah,
want to hang out with her.
No one wants to hang out with the Neighbor from Hell. And I said, that is the whole point of the book. And, but we changed the title. I lost that battle.
All right. Well, I like it.
was
Obviously,
the
it did
right
well.
thing.
Yeah, obviously,
It
it
did
did well. Now, has this been turned into a movie yet?
Not yet.
And if there was a movie, who would you like to play you?
Someone very young and very cute.
Like?
I will tell you that so it was optioned from the proposal,
Okay.
actually, before it sold.
Maggie said, I just read that book.
Oh,
This
good,
is
Maggie.
her.
That's me.
The story ends well.
Yay.
Go ahead.
Someone needs to read this. Someone said I need to read this.
Candace said, I need to read this. You have good eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the name of the book?
The Many Lives of Mama Love. It is a 2024 Oprah Book Club pick. also.
Oprah Book Club pick, y'all. She knows Oprah.
There's an Oprah connection with two of your guests.
That's right. This is high class.
There's a really
High
really.
class.
I'm the opening act to the second
the
guest,
real-
who's
the
real
headliner.
big deal.
The
The headliner.
headliner.
The headliner guest. I'm the warm up.
She's going to do stand-up for you. So who do you envision playing you?
Okay, here's the thing. So
Tell
it
me.
was optioned to be sort of a dark comedy. It got pitched as a TV series. So it was optioned before the book even sold.
Published. Okay.
It did not get sold as that. But when they do the option, they were pitching it to Netflix and Hulu and stuff. They create a little deck, right?
Okay.
A little slide to give the
I would
tone
like
and to
a
give.
deck.
So in the pitch deck, they put Rachel McAdams as me, right? But here's the thing:
Tell me.
my son Cody has always been madly in love with Rachel McAdams.
Who
The
hasn't?
Notebook is his favorite.
Everybody loves her.
And he went into an existential crisis. He said, Rachel McAdams cannot play my mom. It's so edibly confusing for him
I get that.
that it didn't happen. But now it is being shopped by WME.
Okay.
Soon, because that other option ran out. And
Okay.
so now it's being shopped widely the first time. And
Okay.
There's some people interested that I can't talk
And
about
so
yet.
do you have like other, like, I mean, beside the people that you might actually know, do you have like other ideas on who would play? Does the person have to be blonde?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
All right. Well,
care.
just out of curiosity, you've spent the last 72 hours with me. Who do you think would play me in my story? It's taking you a really long time to name pretty people with brown hair.
I know. I'm at a
That's
loss. Is there
uncomfortable.
any help from
Wow.
your star guest?
Wow.
Who do you think?
I don't know people's names. That would be the issue.
Don't you write historical fiction where you take people's names and make them fantastic? Wow, it's really
Holly
uncomfortable.
Hunter.
that-
Is she too old?
She's older than I am.
Well,
You're horrible.
I
at
get
this.
someone young and cute.
She
for
doesn't
me,
even look
and
like
then
me. Yeah, and I get Holly Hunter.
you
I
get-
love Holly
How about
Hunter.
Meryl Streep?
Okay, you know what? Next guest. Somebody's trying to get off this show. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sandra Bullock. Oh, that's
Sandra
a good.
Bullock.
There's
But
a lot
she's
of
older
Sandra
than
Bullock.
me too.
I know, but she's Hollywood older, which is way younger than
which
real
is
people.
30.
Old.
Which
Yeah.
is 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old were you in the book? Like, what time period is this?
I was like 40.
You were 40.
Yeah, so it was just a few
And
years
so
ago.
Rachel McAdams was, it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Since yesterday.
So
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
just got out of jail this morning.
Yeah.
She picked me up.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And so I know that we were talking about this. Like when did you, because there's a lot of women here. I feel like all women feel like they got a book in them.
Mm.
Right. So like, when did you realize like, this is it? This is my time. I got to write this.
I mean, it took me a long time. I was really, I was keeping my past a secret for 11 years. And I didn't want anyone to know. And I was sort of hiding in the acknowledgments of books and doing good work in the world secretly and ghostwriting for people who were really good so I could be good adjacent. But it was the end of 2019 and I gave a TEDx talk here in Santa Cruz. And the woman who ran it had been asking me for years. I was like, there's no way in hell I'm going to like get up and talk. And so she came to my office 2 days before the TED and said, I'm not leaving until you say yes. She stayed like 4 hours.
Okay.
I said, okay. And so I quickly wrote something and then you have to memorize it. You can't have cue cards. There's no teleprompter.
Yeah.
So if you watch it, it's on TED.com and there's all these meaningful pauses, but it's just me. Like, I forget what I'm going to say, but I got up there and I said the thing that I was so afraid people would find out about me. I said it was once called The Neighbor from Hell, which was on the front page of the paper. But now let me tell you about some other people I've been. And the reaction was really good. And I was like, wow, this story could maybe help some people. And then after that, I started writing my book proposal.
Wait, what year was that?
That was the end of 2019. It took me like a year and a half to write a book proposal.
So this was, when did your book come out?
It came out, it came out in paperback just this past February. And then the February before, it was an Oprah pick, but it was out 6 months before I manifested Oprah to it, which was very rare.
All right. Now, if I wanted to manifest Oprah, like what would I start? Like with like a good yogurt granola parfait in the morning? Like how does one manifest Oprah?
Here's how I manifested
Tell me.
Oprah. Okay, so here's the story. So my book had been out 6 months. It was did well. It was like a big Simon Schuster book. I went on an old-fashioned book tour with car service, so I thought I had arrived, right? Yeah, car service.
Very sexy. Very sexy.
It is a big
Well,
deal.
what's the other
like
option?
with guys
Uber.
Are you just
Uber-
Ubering? That's
Uber
gonna be.
and
I'm gonna
send
be on a bicycle.
Uber and send receipts or no book tour at all. Those are the options. So like even
I'm gonna be on a
like men
skateboard
with
or
my
some
name,
shit.
like on little cards.
Wow,
So
that's
that was
fancy.
fancy.
So if I don't get a car, you guys will just pick me up,
Yeah,
maybe
for
if
sure.
I'm in your area.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So my book had been out 6 months. It done well. It was like a Goodreads choice, and I was like, okay, that's good. But it didn't. Like I had co-authored another book that was an Oprah Book Club pick, The Sun Does Shine, and I had ghostwritten books that were New York Times bestseller. And I was like, well, am I just better at being other people than I am at being me? Am I just meant to tell other people's stories, not my own? So I wallowed for a few days. I played like Adele and David Gray, and really sunk into my sadness.
Okay.
For 2 days. It was the end of like the week between Christmas and New Year's, like which is a sad week kind of anyway. And so I wallowed for a couple days, and then I said, it's time to not wallow. I'm gonna manifest Oprah, which is
wow,
which is logical. So what I
that
did,
is very
this
logical.
This is how I manifest, and there's been some woo-woo things that have happened.
Okay.
So it's like it could be delusional thinking, it could be magical thinking,
Okay.
whatever.
I love
It's
all of
all
it.
roads lead to the same place
Okay.
in my mind. So what I do is instead of wallowing and despairing, I was like, I imagine conversations. I imagine things happening, but they're perfectly detailed, scripted out in my head. She's going to call me. She's going to say this. And for 6 months, I was answering every spam call thinking it could perhaps
So
be Oprah.
you imagined that Oprah was just going to call you.
She was going to call me and say she'd pick my book. Now, at the time, like Oprah now picks books that have like on publication day a lot. So her picking a book 6 months after a book has come out was very delusional.
Okay.
But when given the choice to have Delulu thinking or wallow, I choose Delulu thinking.
Okay.
So I did that for the rest of the week in December before New Year's. And then in January, it was like the third week in January, my publisher's like, hey, can you get on Zoom with us? We want to talk about the paperback, which was still like August. I was like, that's weird. And it was my publicist.
Okay.
And so and then at the last minute, they're like, oh, we're doing it on Riverside, not Zoom. And I was like, what? Which is a podcasting software. So
okay.
I thought something's up. So I quickly brushed my hair. I didn't know what was up. I thought, wow, Goodreads is a really big deal. I thought that was it. I was nominated for
Was she on there?
Book year. So I get on with my publicist. She's like, Lara, we're thinking about reaching out to book clubs again. And I was, so which one do you want us to? And I was like, well, which ones have you reached out to that passed? I assume they all passed. And she's like, well, which one do you want? And we did that back and forth because I was like, this is weird. And then I said, well, you know which one I want. And then Oprah pops into Zoom, says, which one, Lara? And there's video of this. And I just went, like, I was like, am I having a psychotic break? Is this my Delulu thinking? Is this it? And she said that she had chosen my book. But here's the thing.
Tell me the thing.
This is the real woo-woo thing.
Tell me.
She said, Lara, in December, I was in my private residence in Maui, and your book was just sitting on my coffee table. Nobody knows how your book got in my house. I asked all my staff, because there's a books go to Oprah through publicists and the publisher to her book editor. Like there's a whole
there's a process.
Authors just can't mail Oprah the books.
No.
So she's like, no one knows how it got there. I asked everybody on staff. It's in my private house in Maui. And I didn't do it. And so she said, I picked it up and she's in my book. She's in the original book because she's part of the story. And she started reading it. And so she's like, I picked your book and blah, blah, blah. So that happened. And then when they did this whole CBS News announcement, they're all talking about like, how did the book mysteriously get there? And I felt guilty, like I'd broken in, but I did not, I swear. So so nobody knows. To this day, nobody knows how the book got there.
What I took away from that story is I have to break into Oprah's house.
No, that is
I
not
have to leave a book in her house.
And then create a story.
And then create a story and then look surprised.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see
your
what's your surprise face?
No, it's not. No. It's not believable at all. That's amazing.
Yeah, so that is that story.
Wow. Tanya said, can you manifest me a husband?
I can't.
Does that work?
I have been married 3 times, so I'm sort of an expert.
She manifests that all over the place. All right.
I've been divorced 3 times.
And then the ending is a surprise. We didn't see that part coming. That's interesting. I have so many thoughts. That's amazing.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Now, somebody said, and you said this last night, we had a publishing panel last night, and you said it took you 1.5 years to put the proposal together, but then how long to write the book?
7 weeks.
Is that what you're supposed to do? Are you supposed to start with a proposal?
In nonfiction books, you're supposed to. Yeah.
Okay.
I
knew that. That's what I did.
Are you lying?
Of course I'm lying. I have no idea what I'm doing.
It should be called Tipsy Lying.
Tipsy lying. Tipsy book writing. Do people know that? Are we supposed to know that?
Yeah,
like normal people.
I'm also a literary agent. I forgot to say that part.
So like
I'm a nonfiction literary agent. Every nonfiction literary agent knows that. They need to.
Okay, but normal people who drink on the internet probably wouldn't know that.
Normal people who drink on the internet aren't really always concerned about book proposals.
Thank you. All right, so there are alternate choices.
Well, it's like a blueprint. Like, how do you know what you're writing if you don't have a...
I don't know what I'm writing. That's the point. I had to wait for the paper to tell me. That as a comedian, like, there was a time where, like, when you start trying to be funny, you're like, I want to be this kind of funny, but you can't do it that way.
You have write down your jokes before you perform them?
No, not at all.
Ever?
No, never in my whole life. So like I will come up with a premise and I'll be like, I think this is funny. And then I'll go on stage and you always put a new thing in between two things you know are funny so that if it dips down, you can bring it back up, right? Just like a safety net. Yes, thanks. Well, it's a funny sandwich.
I mean, a funny sandwich.
Unfunny is in the middle.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, writing was very different for me. So like I didn't know how to write to paper, but I knew what my voice was. So that was kind of different for me. But the the people will tell you, like, that's the difference, is you get instant feedback from
Yeah.
people, you know, so you can hear what's working or what doesn't work. So yeah. All right. Well, that was so interesting. So Lara Love, you can find her book everywhere, probably at Oprah's house. And it's an amazing book. And who knows, maybe we'll see you on Netflix or something.
Maybe.
Well, that
Maybe,
definitely. We're gonna manifest it.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go imagine that.
We're gonna manifest it right now.
Gotta go.
All right, you're done.
All right,
All
thank
right,
you.
now
Thank
it's
God.
time for
Bye.
our headliner.
Yeah, the real deal is here.
So this second lady also has become my bestie besides Lara. And this is Sadeqa Johnson. And she is the author of Tell Us.
I am the author of
many books.
many
Yeah,
five,
I gotta put
many
are you
five,
good with
6 to
that
come.
sun?
I know. I feel like I need some sunglasses,
Should-
but I,
yeah.
but I also like the way the light is hitting my
I
skin.
know,
I
'cause
feel
you're
like all
gorgeous. I
glowy.
had that same, like, Sophie's Choice.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
okay, so
I'll do this.
I'll just go. Can you fit too, Dina?
Yes,
can
of
we
course
both
I
fit?
can.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, she's too cool with the sunglasses.
yours
Now I
on.
feel like
Put
I'm
yours on.
missing
Is it in your
something.
bag?
Do you see a pair in
Find
there?
your bag.
See what you
We'll be
see.
these
Okay.
girls
In the
now.
meanwhile,
Mhm.
they should be
Rummage
just
through
there.
your
We
bag,
go.
which is old
And how
behavior.
about that? This
And
is
she just got these glasses
yesterday from a
A
fellow
lovely friend.
Yeah, because I left mine all the way back home in
So go ahead.
Virginia.
Tell them
Okay.
all the books that you
Okay, so latest book is called The House of Eve.
So
and
good.
The
So
House of
good.
Eve was a Reese Witherspoon book club pick.
Oh.
Yes. My novel before that is Yellow Wife. So if you like historical fiction, those are my historicals. And then I have a few contemporary fiction novels. So working on a novel right now that'll be out in February called The Keeper of Lost Children.
And
So-
she has another book coming out about comedy. It's a comedy series that she'll be doing because she's doing her first comedy bit tonight. She's doing stand up tonight for the first time. We have an open mic here at the Her Spirit conference. So get this, there are 50 people at the conference. I have 41 people signed up for open mic. Shut up.
I don't know how we're going to do this.
I got
in 2
everybody signed
hours.
up.
I
Mhm.
think I'm sick.
Mhm. All right. So Laurie said, do authors ever use speech to text?
I do not use speech to text.
Okay.
For me, the creative process is very sacred. I feel like I'm a conduit and that the story is flowing through me and that I need to be in position to capture the story. And so for me, no, I don't. I have to handwrite it first.
You handwrite it?
I handwrite it first and then I type it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's all sort of a connection for me. So I don't do speech
All right.
to
So
text.
same question. So, again, I think every woman on the planet at some point when we all get to a certain, I remember being in my 20s, I was like, what would I write about? I have nothing to say. But at some point you get to a point in your life, you're like, I think I have something to say. So where was your head when you were like, I need to start writing? Like, tell people that story.
Well, I was always a big reader. Do we have library nerds out there in
Yes.
the Facebook universe,
Mhm.
right? So that was me. So I was always the girl who was like at the library picking up books, reading books. I read a book a day when I was growing up. And so it started off as a love of reading. And then I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be on
Of
stage.
course you did. She was a theater major.
I was a theater major
Mhm.
and I went to college in New York City and then I found myself on the poetry scene. So I was like up on stage being really cool, doing that thing, with the French beret and the cool little voice. And I was doing that for a while. And then I started working in publishing and was surrounded by books and remembered that was my first love.
Okay.
And so I went back to writing or I got serious about writing books. Yeah.
And so, what was it like? What was your first breakthrough novel?
My first, I feel like Yellow Wife is really the breakthrough. And that
Yeah.
was my fourth novel. So if there are writers out there and you are writing books and you're like, no one's buying my book, don't quit. Keep going. It will eventually all work itself out. So it really wasn't until my fourth novel that I felt like people even knew who I was. I probably had 15 fans for my first book. I think I grew to 22 on my second one. And by the third one, I took a dip. I went back to 5.
So you told a story last night, and I believe you also told it during the Kauai conference, was that you did not have representation first. You were independent publishing.
Yes.
So tell everybody, you and your husband were selling books. Tell that story.
So I had worked in publishing, so I thought it was going to be like a 1, 2, 3 thing, right? Like I know agents, I know editors, I'm working in the industry. I'm going to quit my job, sell my book, and become a New York Times bestselling author. I quit my job. I had a baby. I had another baby. I had another baby, and I still did not have an agent or a publisher or become a New York Times bestseller. So at some point, my husband was like, we're going to have to take it to the streets because I'm from Philly. And that's what girls from Philly do.
I know. I love that. Yes, manifest a husband like that.
Mhm.
So you are on this amazing journey of just self-promotion. You're gaining and losing followers. When does Oprah enter your story?
So like Lara,
You're
I have
manifesting.
Oprah on my manifestation list as well. And actually listening to her story is so appropriate because actually, Lara, I'm doing the same exact thing right now for the book that I have coming out in February. I want like I want the crown jewel. I want that.
Were
It's
you
called
on her list already?
So I was on her top reading list for best historical fiction in Oprah magazine,
Okay.
which is lovely and beautiful and fine. But like, I want to like go to her house. I want her to pick my book. I want to hang out.
Super Soul.
I want to do Super
Wow.
Soul. I want to
what's Super
sit.
Soul?
Super Soul Sunday.
What?
You get to sit in the garden.
Watch my Super Soul.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
I don't. What's the Super Soul?
Do you guys watch Super Soul Sunday?
What
Have
are
you
we
guys
talking
seen
about?
Super Soul Sunday
I don't
when
know what
Oprah is
Super
in the
Soul is.
garden? Oh my
What are you
goodness.
talking about? What is a Super
Mm.
Soul?
I want to be
Somebody
on
answer
Super
me.
Soul where I sit in the garden.
Oprah's
and
garden?
Oprah's garden, and we're underneath. Is it an oak tree? I don't know. That big, beautiful
Have
tree.
you Super Sold yet?
Yeah, I Super Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Super
Lara
Sold
has
so
Super
hard.
Sold.
I Super Sold so hard.
Lara has
Prepare my
Super
whole
Sold.
life.
Yeah.
I have that imaginary Super Soul conversation.
So what do you do when you Super Sold?
So
you sit under a
go
tree?
and you have a full
You make her cry.
conversation.
You make her
But
cry?
she makes you cry.
Yeah, it's
Oprah.
a heart to heart moment with Oprah.
Does only one person Super Soul every Sunday? Or is it multiple people that Super
Is she
Soul?
still doing it every
No, it's a
Sunday
podcast.
now? Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. But that
Super
is
Soul when
it.
She wants to Super Soul.
She will
Yeah,
Super
she can
Soul
do
the
what she
crap
wants
out of
because
you.
she's Oprah.
So you have not Super Sold
So
yet.
I haven't. And my
Mm.
my call with Oprah is I'm driving. So I'm driving and my cell phone rings and I pick it up and she's like, "Hello?" And I'm like, "Hello?" And she's
Oprah.
like, "Sadeqa?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for you to call."
I answered every single spam call for 6 months.
What?
Warranties, home loans I didn't apply for, all thinking it might be Oprah calling.
Yes.
I had no idea she actually calls you.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I don't
Where
live
has
anywhere
Dina
good.
been? She's not watching. She's not paying
Nowhere.
attention. She's too busy being one funny mother.
I
What?
also manifested.
Mm.
Oh, did she call you?
Mm.
No, but 12 hours after I manifested her, she posted my book.
Ah.
And picked it as her top 10.
Just
Oh my
so those of
gosh.
us who have never manifested before, this
Mm.
feels like
It's
a new thing.
It's an old thing.
It's an old thing.
It's a-
How
it's
does
an
one
ancient
start?
thing.
How
It's
does
an
one
ancient thing.
start manifest? I would
First
like
you-
to manifest.
Okay, you have to get in
something.
vibration.
I
You
don't
have to
think
get
I
in
have one.
vibration of what you want. You can't be in vibration of what you don't want. And you have to act as if you already have it. So by me being in the car and driving and Oprah calling and I'm having this long conversation with her and I'm feeling so fantastic and magnificent on the inside, I'm hanging on to that feeling for 17 seconds. And then for the next 17 seconds, it just keeps the vibration going up and up and up and up. And then that's how you start to get into the vibration of manifestation. Right, Laura?
Right. And she doesn't want that to happen. That has happened.
Yeah.
That's what secret
Yes,
manifesting.
yes.
It's already happened.
It's already happened. I have to live my life as this. I'm already an Oprah Book Club pick.
Yeah,
I
you
already have
sold.
super sold. And so I'm just walking around with that good feeling that it's already happened.
But what if like you're not a manifester?
You are. Everybody's a manifestor. You just have to harness it. You have to practice. You have to practice. Are you guys practicing? Who's practicing?
Who has successfully manifested and what? Yeah, Jersey girls don't manifest. That's what I'm saying. We don't know this. We don't do the bowls and the auras.
Bowls.
I don't know that I manifest.
Do we need
I
to take
think,
do we need a class?
Maybe
I
the
think-
first thing you need to manifest is your ability to manifest.
I
Yes,
think
yeah.
that's what I
You
need.
can't
All
manifest.
right. See, Madeline said, I'm in.
If
Okay.
you
I'm
can't,
in.
You can't. If you can, you can. So
Okay.
make
All
a
right.
choice.
Then I'm
Yeah,
going to
make a choice.
manifest.
Mhm.
I'm going to manifest another bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if that happens.
That'll raise some kind
Yeah.
of vibration.
I think I would poop my pants if Oprah called me. Like you like manifested so much, you were like, okay, this is right. You knew.
Yeah, I would be like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for
She'd
this.
be like, finally.
Yeah.
It's about
I would
time.
be like, do you know how
Oprah.
many times I put you on my vision board? Do you know how many years you want me to go back and show you? I
Oprah
know.
told me I was just a vessel.
You
But
were
she
a
was just a
vessel.
vessel for me. That was beyond my
Interesting.
Oh my gosh. A
Wow.
vessel.
Wait, Shakendra said, I'm going to manifest a man in Dina's book. Okay. All right. Okay. That's so awesome. Because you have talked about that throughout the week of all the things that you were like, this is what I want. And you did the work. I think that that's the difference, right? Like there's a lot of people that manifest, but maybe don't do the work. Do you agree?
Yeah, you can manifest by accident. Some people do, but you can be intentional about it too. It goes a little faster
Okay.
when you're intentional.
Yeah,
I can sound bath in a hot tub. That was crazy.
I know that
Yes.
that was really good. I told
Jersey
them
girls
this.
don't do
Yeah,
that.
we did sound bath in the pool, which was lovely.
Magnificent.
I would like to
Can't wait to do
manifest
it
a good
again.
night's sleep.
Okay. Get in vibration.
What's the title of Lara's book? It is The Many Lives of Mama Love, and then tell them your.
The House of Eve is my last book, and then prior to that is Yellow Wife, and coming in February, Keeper of Lost Children. Pre-order it now. I write historical fiction.
And then the comedy writings of Sadeqa Johnson is going to come out.
That's supposed to be tonight. Pray for me. I need people to lay hands on me because Dina is making me get up, and I am clearly not a comic.
Yeah, no, you're very funny.
I'm a lover, not a comic.
I'm amazed at how so many of you who are such exceptional writers really feel like you're not funny, and you are totally funny. It's just there's just a rhythm, just like anything else. Yeah, manifest it.
I'm gonna have to work on my manifestation. Yeah, I think you're hilarious, and
Lara's like, I'm
funny,
really funny,
but like not stage funny. I think like I'm so funny, I crack myself up.
No,
to,
that's
like,
the first
tears coming out my eyes.
Yeah, that's the first key. You have to crack yourself up for sure. What do you like to write about?
I like to find little moments in history that people don't know about and sort of write at it. So the House of Eve, I discovered maternity homes between 1945 and 1975. Over 1.5 million babies were born in maternity homes, but we don't know this.
What
right?
is a maternity home?
A maternity home is where a woman who's not married goes to have a baby because there's so much shame and secrecy around this period of history where you weren't supposed to have sex if you weren't married. So you certainly weren't supposed to have a baby if you were unwed. And so your parents will send you there. You would have the baby. They would keep the baby and you would come back to your life like it never happened. Did you learn about that in school?
You know, I do know some aunts, right? I feel like everybody has like an aunt somewhere that has maybe had this experience. But again, never talked about. Yeah. So not anything that anybody ever really discussed. So were you always a history freak?
No, not at all.
Really?
I was writing contemporary with a little bit of romancy, basically writing about me. And I had moved to Richmond sort of on a whim. It wasn't something I had planned. And I got there and someone said I should take a walk on the Richmond Slave Trail. And I did that. And on the Richmond Slave Trail, I discovered a woman named Mary Lumpkin, who was an enslaved woman who was married to the man who owned the jail. And the markers said that they were happy and that she had a good life. And I thought, well, whose story is this? Who's telling this story? Because we know enslaved women didn't have choice over their life. And in that moment, I could feel the hairs on my arms stand up. It was as if the ancestors were speaking to me and told me that her story needed to be told. And that was my switch from contemporary to historical. And I've been kind of on that path ever since.
Wow. Killing it. Killing it. All right. Well, listen, you guys are amazing. I'm going to manifest stuff now. I'm going to go to jail.
Yes, you did.
I think it's called bribery. I don't know if it's manifestation. You did. You did a lot of.
I did not.
Yeah.
I had to do both.
Yeah.
Dina.
No, you're going to be great tonight. I believe in you, and you're digging into your theater background and your storytelling. You're going to be really great. And Laura's going to go too. She just doesn't know. So listen, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Do yourself a favor and look up Lara Love and look up Sadeqa Johnson. They are amazing books. Oprah knows them, yada, yada. I'm going to manifest. You should manifest something for yourself. But we will be live tomorrow again if I can get myself up at 5:30 in the morning in California because I hate myself. But that's it for tonight. Enjoy a nice drink, and I will check in with you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
See you later.